Hello friends, welcome to all of you on Book Insider. Today we are going to talk about You Become What You Think by Shubham Kumar Singh. The book is about a boy who had lost something in his life. Every day he felt as if there was no purpose left. His grades in school were bad. Everyone at home was upset with him, and even his friends were gradually moving away from him. His thinking had become completely negative. He felt that he was just stuck and nothing else. Not good. Maybe one day, without any purpose, he went to the nearby library. He didn't even remember what he wanted to find. He was just wandering among the shelves when his eyes fell on a man. That man had a very calm and happy look. It seemed as if he had no care in the world. The boy kept observing him for a while. Then the man himself came to the boy and said, "You seem worried. Everything is fine." Without thinking, the boy replied, "Yes, just like that in life." The man smiled, not understanding anything, and said, "Your problem is only in your thinking. You become what you think." The boy felt a bit strange after hearing this. What did he mean? He asked. The man said, "Let me show you a book. Maybe you will understand." The man took it towards a shelf, went and picked up a book. The name of the book was You Become What You Think, and the author was Shubham Kumar Singh. He opened the first page of the book and said, "Start from here. It is written in it, the power of thoughts." The boy was a little confused, but he read the page carefully. It was written in it that our thoughts shape our reality. Our thinking is a habit of our experiences and outcomes. If we think negative again and again, the same thing will happen in life. But if we keep our thoughts positive, then life can change. Then in the book Neuroplasticity, it was written about that it was told that our brain can continuously change and evolve based on our thoughts and experiences. This scientific concept helps the boy. It seemed quite interesting. He felt that perhaps he still has hope. The man then said, "You think that nothing good can happen in life because you keep thinking negative all the time. But if you change your thinking, life will also change. See, it's easy." "No, but it is possible." The boy asked with some hesitation, "But how can I change my thinking?" The man laughed and said, "This is what is written in this book, that people who change their thinking can also change their life." He gave some examples from the book where people by changing his thinking, he had brought about a huge change in his life. The boy was finding these things strange, but somewhere he also felt a spark. He wondered whether my thinking can really change my life. He told the man, "I want to read this book." The man smiled, "But remember, just reading will not do anything. You will have to work on both your thinking and your life." The boy nodded and took the book and left from there. When he came home at night, he read the book, read some more chapters, and there were more things in it which he was beginning to understand how small positive thoughts influence our actions and decisions. Every time he felt down, he tried to change his thinking. Within a few days, he noticed a slight change in his energy. Now he did not feel so depressed. Whenever a negative thought came, he said to himself, "I can do better than this." Then he started working on his grades. Now he did not give up like before. He had started to understand that if his thinking is clear and positive, then anything is possible, but this journey was still long. The boy still had to learn a lot, and he knew that everything cannot change just by reading a book, but now there was direction in life, and that direction came because of that book and the man who met him in the library and showed him the way to change his thinking. A few weeks passed, and the boy's life slowly started changing. He now felt a little better about himself, feeling better, like his life seemed to have got a new purpose. The book, You Become What You Think, which he found in the library, was helping him in changing his thinking. However, there were still many questions in his mind, especially regarding his subconscious mind, which he could not understand. How is his thinking so deep, and how can he change it? One day he went to the library again, perhaps to talk to that man more. The man was sitting at a table reading a book. The boy hesitated a little and went to him and said, "From the book you gave me, I got to learn a lot, but I still don't understand some things." The man smiled and looked at him and said, "What are your questions?" "I did not understand well how both of them work." The man took a deep breath and said, "Okay, let us understand it in an easy way. Your conscious mind is the one which is working right now when you are talking and thinking something. Or do something carefully if you are, then your conscious mind is active. If you like our free summary, then you can subscribe to our channel, buy our membership, or support us through UPI. Now coming back to the summary, but your subconscious mind. It's the part that runs in the background. It's the part that controls your habits, beliefs, and deep-rooted emotions. The boy asked with questioning eyes, "So what?" "The subconscious mind is more important." The man laughed in a way. "Yes, a large part of your life is controlled by the subconscious mind. Your habits, like the way you wake up in the morning, the way you do any work, even how you think, all this is a part of your subconscious mind. And the biggest thing is that your beliefs, which are formed from childhood or experience, are also hidden in this subconscious mind." The boy listened carefully and then asked, "But what are beliefs and how are they formed?" The man explained while saying that it is a belief which is formed from the experiences of your life and the words of the people around you. Suppose in childhood someone told you that you are not fit for any work. If you hear that thing again and accept it, then it will become your belief, and that belief will sit in your subconscious mind. Then whenever you start any new work, your subconscious mind will tell you the same thing. The belief will remind you that you are not worthy of this work. This is how positive beliefs are also formed. The boy got a little worried and said, "Can I control my subconscious mind?" The man said smilingly, "It is difficult to control but not impossible. Your subconscious mind, in a way, it works as a filter. Whatever new experience or information you take, it is filtered through your past experiences and beliefs. If your beliefs are negative, then you will see only negativity in every situation, but if you can reprogram them, then things can change." The boy got a little confused and said, "But how does this reprogramming happen?" The man sat a little more comfortably and said, "Look, your subconscious mind is very powerful, but you have to access it. And making change is a bit tricky. For this, there are some techniques like affirmations, visualization, and meditation. With the help of these techniques, you can gradually change your subconscious mind." Then he gave another example to the boy. "Suppose you say to your subconscious mind every day that I am confident, I am successful, then gradually your subconscious mind will start accepting it as true. These affirmations will enter your subconscious mind. Beliefs are formed, and then those beliefs start shaping your reality." The boy was now slowly understanding these things. Then he asked again, "What are the techniques?" The man said, "Visualization is a powerful tool. When you connect your thinking with a specific goal and imagine it in your mind, then your subconscious mind starts accepting that thing as reality. Like if you imagine yourself every day as a successful person, how you're working, how people are appreciating you, then your subconscious mind will start accepting it as true, and the actions will start going in the same direction." The boy slowly nodded as if he was understanding. He then asked, "Will this solve all my problems?" The man laughed and said, "Problems happen in everyone's life, but when you control your subconscious, if you fill your mind with positive beliefs, your attitude towards problems changes. You are no longer afraid of problems, but look for ways to solve them. You find out your belief system helps you focus on solutions." The boy was listening completely attentively. He started to feel that maybe he was going in the right direction. He then asked, "Should I do affirmations and visualization daily?" "Yes." Man said that positivity is very important. If you keep filling your subconscious mind with positive thoughts and beliefs every day, then gradually your thinking and actions will start changing. It may be a little difficult in the beginning. It will take some time, but slowly you will start seeing the difference. Remember, it's a gradual process, but it works. The boy thought for a while and then said, "I will try, but if my thinking still doesn't change." The man took a deep breath and said, "Look, the journey of change is not completed in a day. It is a continuous process. Many times you will feel that nothing is happening, but in reality, small steps will be happening in your subconscious mind. And if you maintain patience and consistency, one day you will see a huge change." The boy had now understood that the real work was going on inside him. He had to reprogram his subconscious mind, and for this he had to work on himself. He thanked the man, and this time he came out of the library. He had more questions in his mind, but also had a new confidence that he could bring about a change in his life. For the next few weeks, the boy started working on the techniques of affirmations, visualization, and meditation. Tried to fill his subconscious mind with positive thoughts every day. Gradually, he started feeling subtle changes in his thinking and actions. Now he felt more calm and focused towards situations. Every time someone negative thoughts would come, and he would try to reprogram his unwanted mind. However, this journey was not over yet. He still had more to learn, and he knew that the man in the library was going to teach him more. The story does not end here. The boy was about to understand his subconscious mind more deeply. A few months had passed and changes were clearly visible in the boy's life. While working on the techniques of affirmations, visualization, and meditation, he had improved his thinking and his subconscious mind to a great extent. Now he was feeling a new energy and confidence within himself, but he felt that there was still something left, something that would help him change his life completely. One day he went to the library again and found the same person sitting at the same table, reading a book. The boy went to him and said, "What you told me about the subconscious mind has helped me a lot. Now I can understand my thoughts and feelings in a better way. But still I feel that there is something else that I don't know." The man closed the book and looked at him and smiled. "You are feeling right. You still have a lot more to learn." The boy asked curiously, "Did the man take some rest?" Sitting down, "I said today, I will take you off. I will tell you about attraction." The boy was a little confused. He asked, "What is the law of attraction?" "And if you have emotions, then you will get positive experiences in life. And if you remain stuck in negative thoughts, then only negativity will come in your life." Then he asked with a little doubt, "But how does thinking really change things?" The man shook his head and said, "Look, to understand the law of attraction, you have to know that our thinking and emotions create vibrations of every thought and feeling. There is a specific vibration when you send your thoughts and feelings to the universe, and the universe returns the experience to you according to the same vibration. We call it vibrational alignment." Mint says the boy now took a little deeper interest and asked, "It means if I want something and think about it, then I will get it." The man laughingly said, "Of course, but for this just thinking is not enough. You have to control your emotions, and the vibrations will also have to be aligned with that desire." Now the boy became even more curious, "But how will I know whether my vibrations are right or not?" The man said seriously, "For this you will have to understand your emotions. This is the most important part of your feeling. A big sign is if you think about a desire and you feel excitement, joy, and positivity, it means that your vibrations are aligned with that desire. But if you feel doubt, fear, or negativity, then your vibrations are aligned with that desire." "There is a mismatch," with the boy nodded slowly. "So do I have to feel only positive emotions?" The man replied, "Yes, but it is not that easy. Sometimes your subconscious beliefs conflict with your desires and affect your emotions. So emotional awareness is very important. You have to understand how you are feeling and then learn how to shift your emotions." The guy may find these things a little difficult, but at the same time, he was also excited about this new knowledge. He then asked if the law of attraction means that whatever I think will come to me. The man looked at him seriously and said, "Law of attraction. It only helps in manifesting your desires, but for this you have to work in the right way. Your thinking, your emotions, and your actions, all three have to work together, and the most important thing is that you have to have patience and faith. Sometimes you will get results quickly. It is not visible, but it does not mean that the universe is not working." The boy was now quite intrigued. He then asked if there were any practical exercises that I could do. The man smiled and said, "Yes, absolutely. The first one. The thing you can do is to have great moods. When you are grateful, you automatically raise your vibrations. Every day in the morning and at night, be thankful for the things that you have. This sets your vibrations in a positive direction." The boy listened to this carefully and found it very interesting. He then asked, "What else can I do?" The man said that visualization is also a powerful tool, as you already know, but now you also pay attention to your emotions during visualization. When you imagine yourself achieving your goals, pay attention to how you feel. If you feel excitement and joy, you are going in the right direction. "Yes," the boy nodded and said, "Okay, I understand. But if I can't always think positive," the man laughed and said, "It's absolutely normal. You can't always be positive, and that's okay. You also have negative feelings as to why she is coming, and then slowly try to shift your emotions. Meditation can help in this. With deep breathing and mindful techniques, you can learn to control your mind and emotions." Things slowly began to make sense. He thought that perhaps this was the missing piece he was looking for. He asked the man the last question, "Can I change my entire life with the law of attraction?" The man smiled, said, "Yes, of course, but remember you have to keep your thoughts, emotions, and actions consistent. If you believe and work properly, then the universe will give you what you want, but the most important thing is faith. You have to believe in this process." Boy, he thanked the man and walked out of the library. This time he felt a new clarity and direction. Now he knew that his thoughts and emotions would decide the direction of his life. He had to rely only on the vibrations had to be aligned in the right direction. For the next few days, the boy included the gratitude practice of visualization and meditation in his daily routine. He started paying attention to his emotions, and whenever he felt negative emotions, he would recognize them and slowly, trying to shift slowly. Now a new sense of control and positivity had come in his life, although this journey was still not over. Understanding the law of attraction gave him a new sense of control. He had given direction, but there were other things in his life that he wanted to understand. In the future, he had to learn more, and the man in the library was going to introduce him to more secrets. A few weeks had passed. The boy had learned about the law of attraction, learned about it, and started seeing some positive changes in his life, but still sometimes he felt negativity in his thinking. He could not understand why, despite practicing the law of attraction, he kept having negative thoughts again and again. Used to come one day, he went back to the library to meet the man who had started his transformation. The boy sat down next to the man and said in a slightly sad tone, "What you taught me about the law of attraction has helped me a lot, but still, sometimes I get stuck in negative thoughts. I don't know how to get out of it." The man looked at her and said, "You are not alone. We all fall victim to negative thoughts sometimes. But that does not mean that you are failing. Negative recognizing thinking and overcoming it is also a process, and today I will teach you about this." The boy prepared to listen carefully. He knew that this time too he would get to learn something new. The man said, "First of all, you have to understand that there are some limiting beliefs in human thinking. These are the beliefs that create obstacles in your life. Often these beliefs come from childhood or past experiences. Most of us live with these beliefs without knowing it." The boy asked, a little confused, "But how do I recognize what my limiting beliefs are?" The man replied that the best way to recognize is self-reflection and introspection. Whenever you find yourself in a limited belief, if you feel stuck in a situation, pay attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking? Are you telling yourself that I can't do this, or I am not good enough? These small sentences are the boy nodded. "Yes, I often talk to myself like this, but how can I change these beliefs?" The man said smilingly, "This process is called cognitive restructuring. Whenever you think about negative thoughts, or if you feel you have limiting beliefs, challenge them. For example, if it comes to your mind that I can't do this thing, then immediately ask yourself why I can't do it. Do you have this belief? Is there any solid evidence to support it, or is it just a misunderstanding in your mind?" The boy started thinking. He realized that often his negative thoughts came without any real basis. He said to the man, "I have to face my negative thoughts every time." "We have to check," the man said, shaking his head. "Of course. Once you identify negative self-talk, the next step is to reframe it. This means changing your thinking in a way that aligns with your support growth. For example, if you think I can't do this, reframe it and say, maybe I can't do this right now, but I can learn it." The boy found this technique very helpful and said, "So in a way it is like rewriting your thinking." The man supported his point. "Absolutely true. You can take your thinking in the direction you want, but it requires practice every time you get trapped in negative thoughts. Then recognize, challenge, and then reframe. This is a continuous process." The boy asked again, "But self-talk happens so often that sometimes it is difficult to recognize it. Is there any method for this?" The man said, "For this you should be mindful. Mindfulness means that you observe your thoughts and emotions without judging them. When you are mindful, you are able to quickly catch your negative thoughts and reframe them." The boy nodded. "I've heard about mindfulness before, but I never took it seriously. Now I understand how important it is." The man then emphasized another important point and added another: "The thing you should pay attention to is your emotions. Negative thinking is often associated with negative emotions such as fear, doubt, or guilt. When you reframe your thoughts, your emotions will also gradually change. And when you start living in positive emotions, then optimism and positivity will automatically start increasing in your life." The boy was now fully engaged. He asked, "This means that I will have to manage my emotions also?" The man said, "Absolutely. You do not ignore your emotions. Whenever you feel negative emotions, instead of rejecting them, accept them, understand why they are coming, and then consciously replace them. Try to do this. For this, techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can be very helpful." The boy was slowly understanding that this process was very deep. He then asked, "But is it possible to completely get rid of negativity?" The man laughingly said, "No. It is impossible to completely get rid of negativity. We are human beings, and negative thoughts will come to our mind at some point or the other, but what is important is how we handle them. If you make a habit of recognizing negativity and challenging it, then you reduce its power, and when the power of negativity reduces, positivity automatically starts coming into your life. The boy listened to the man's words carefully. It was understood that it was not possible to stop negative thinking completely, but it was in his hands to control and reframe it. So what would I have to do? The boy asked at last, smiling for the last time. Said you have to first identify your limiting beliefs, then every time you feel negative thoughts, challenge and reframe them. Pay attention to your emotions and practice mindfulness. This is all a process, and as you practice it, well, you will be able to take your thinking in a positive and empowering direction. The boy thanked the man and left the library. This time he had a new tool. A tool to identify, challenge, and reframe negative thinking. He decided that now he would not only try to identify each of his negative thoughts, but would also try to convert them into positive and constructive thoughts. For the next few days, the boy tried to break down his limiting beliefs, recognize and practice cognitive restructuring techniques. Every time he felt doubt or fear about something, he asked himself if it was really true. Or is this just a misunderstanding in my mind? Gradually, his thinking started changing. Negative self-talk was replaced by positive and empowering thoughts. This was another big change in the boy's life, but the journey was still ahead. A few months passed. Many changes had taken place in the boy's life. He had learned the art of recognizing negative thinking and reframing it. Now his thinking had become positive to a great extent, but he still felt that there was something missing in his life. He often felt tired. His energy drained quickly, and sometimes he was also plagued by minor illnesses. One day again, he went to the library to meet the same man who had ruined his life till now. The boy was a little worried and asked directly, I have benefited a lot from what you have taught me so far, but my physical health is not good. I get tired easily and do not always feel energetic. Is there any solution to this? The man listened to him carefully, and then he said in a calm voice, Of course there is a solution to this too. There is a direct connection between our physical health and our mental health. This is called mind-body connection, and today I will teach you about this. The boy became curious. He had never heard about this mind-body connection before. I had not heard this. The man started explaining that there is a deep connection between our mind and body. Your body also responds as you think. If your thinking is positive, then your body also feels the effect of that positivity, and if you think negatively, it also affects your body. This has also been scientifically proven. The boy was a little shocked. So it means that my thinking could also be the cause of my illness. The man nodded. It's not your thinking, but yes, your thoughts play a large part. When you are constantly immersed in negative thoughts, your body releases more stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are helpful in the short term, but if it continues for a long time, it can have a bad effect on your body. Similarly, positive thinking reduces stress hormones and relaxes the body. If the boy got lost in thought, then it means that I have to think positive to improve my physical health too, man. Supported his point that positive thinking has a deep impact not only on your mental health, but also on your physical health. Many research studies have proved that people who are optimistic, their immune system is strong, and they do not fall sick easily. Their chances of recovery are also high. When the boy asked, What should I do so that my physical health also improves? The man said smilingly, First of all, you should develop the habit of positive thinking. Go deeper, and along with this, also work on stress management. Stress is the biggest enemy of our body. When you are stressed, both your body and mind become weak. The boy was a little confused. Asked, but how to do stress management? The man explained in detail. There are many methods of stress management. First of all, identify your stress triggers. What are the things that give you stress? Then find ways to manage those situations. Deep breathing and meditation can reduce stress. The best way to reduce stress instantly is to focus on your breathing for a few minutes whenever you feel stressed and take slow, deep breaths. This will calm your nervous system. The boy thought that I should focus on meditation and breathing exercises. The man nodded yes. Of course, meditation and breathing exercises calm both your body and mind. Apart from this, they also do great things for your overall health. It is very important for well-being. When you do great doodles, your mind naturally shifts towards positive thoughts, and the feeling of positivity increases. It has a direct effect on your body. The boy then asked, Should I do great things? The man explained, Take out a few minutes every morning or night to think about the things for which you are grateful. Small things like good food, friends, family, or whatever. There are positive things in your life. When you do great things regularly, your mind starts becoming naturally optimistic, and it also affects your physical health. The boy understood this technique and thought that he can use it in his life. The man then emphasized on another important point, and another thing which is very important for your well-being is optimism. When you remain optimistic about the future, your body feels that optimism. Stress it reduces, and your immune system also becomes stronger. Research has shown that people who are optimistic have better heart health, and their life expectancy is also higher. The boy listened carefully, and now I was understanding how deeply his mental and physical health were linked. So it meant that I would have to manage my thoughts and emotions completely so that my physical health could also be better. The boy asked. The man laughed and said, "Exactly yours. A large part of physical health depends on your mental state. If you think positive and optimistic, then your body will also feel that positivity. Along with this, good nutrition, regular exercise, and proper sleep will also help you contribute to physical well-being, but if your thinking remains negative, then all these efforts will have less effect." The boy asked again, "I will have to balance all these things." The man nodded yes and said, "Absolutely right. Mind-body connection means that you take care of your thinking, emotions, and physical actions. When these three are aligned, then true well-being comes in your life." In the end, the man said, "Remember positivity and great view only for your mental health. Not only this, but it is also like a medicine for your body. Whenever you feel that you are physically weak or tired, pay attention to your thinking. Positive thinking can also increase your physical strength." The boy thanked the man and went to the library. This time he had understood that his entire life was based on the deep link between his thinking and his body. He had decided that from now on he would work not only on his mental state, but also on his physical health. Mind will pay attention by understanding the body connection. He was now ready to completely transform his life. The last lesson of this journey was that real well-being and success lies not only in improving oneself, but in helping others, and now fighting to learn this lesson. I had completely adopted it in my life. So friends, this was our today's book summary. How did you like it? Please do tell by commenting, and thank you for listening till the end.